HelloFresh Final Project by Group 7. Founded in 2012, HelloFresh is the global leader in providing fresh, healthy, and personalized meal solutions. Originating in Berlin, the business model consists of meal kits delivered to the home of their subscribers, generally providing three two-person meals at the general cost of $60 to $70 per week. The food is then prepared by subscribers from the recipe cards. The subscribers are able to make their food selections and meal choices via HelloFresh.com and the company's app. HelloFresh was launched on the Frankfurt stock market in 2017 with a valuation of $1.9 billion. The business as of 2017 has 1.5 million active customers who have consumed around 1.37.4 million meals across 10 locations. The largest market is in the US, which also includes a wine subscription service. HelloFresh's mission continues to give every household the opportunity to enjoy fresh, delicious, and healthy meals without the associated hassle of having to find recipe and shop for all the necessary ingredients. Their 5 pillars are an enjoyable cooking experience, customization and personalization, providing high value for the money, catering towards high convenience and a superior offering. HelloFresh has continued to broaden their product range, giving their customers more choice, incorporating deep feedback to personalize their offering and plans. This includes refining the meal planning process, a large point of contention with customers. In addition, the company will be minimizing food spoilage along with their 600 supply chain partners through direct planning tools, as well as a just-in-time fulfillment process. Correspondingly, the meal kit provider will be expanding their trusted farm network and supplier base. Value proposition. For busy households who want to enjoy home-cooked meals, HelloFresh offers kits to create meals that are delivered directly to the subscriber's door, which, unlike Blue Apron, are made exclusively from food and ingredients from within the company's farm network and supply base, using a zero-waste policy.
So taking a look at the company's social media presence, HelloFresh uses different social media accounts for each location. And for the purpose of this report, we looked only at the accounts in the United States, as those generally had the most followers and exhibited the highest levels of engagement. So their strongest presence is on Facebook with just over 2 million followers, followed by Instagram, where they're at about 483,000 followers. Among the B2B market, they do pretty well on LinkedIn with just over 166,000 followers. And then Twitter has a more modest following at about 36,000 followers and exhibits similar low levels of engagement. And then finally, YouTube, where they have 4,270 subscribers to their channel. So looking at the social media presence on specifically Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram, this is where they do their most consistent posting. So they post the same images and similar captions based on character limits across all 3 of the platforms. And these primarily include images of the meals that are either on the menu for that week or are previous meals that they've offered to customers that they can then go back and reorder. Other posts that they include on these 3 platforms are typically themed meals corresponding with particular holidays. So recently they did, a 4th of July themed post. They did a Cinco de Mayo post, things like that. Other events like a date night or something similar. Those are pretty regular posts. They include other videos of chefs cooking the various recipes, showing people essentially how to cook the meals that they've received. And then they also include branded images with pets, pictures of pets next to boxes or meals, things like that. One outlier among these 3 platforms is that they also use Facebook to post about current events happening, which they don't do as much on their Twitter and Instagram profiles. So this is an example of the posts across Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. So as you can see, they're very similar, typically highlighting the meal, a really nice image of the meal, a quick caption, and a link to the website, which is going to be menu for that week or information about the specific meal. On LinkedIn, their posts vary pretty significantly from the other three platforms. Most of the posts on LinkedIn are going to be blogs from the website, which provide insight into the company, the recipe making process, or other aspects of the delivery, things like that. On LinkedIn, they also do a lot of employee bios highlighting some of the members of their company. And then they will also frequently post about company events or milestones that the company has recently hit. On YouTube, with their lowest presence, they typically post shorter recipe videos. Most of them are under a minute long, and they show people putting together the meals and have a really nice image of the meal at the end. They also do instructional cooking videos, which include how-tos, tips and tricks, things like that. For customer interactions on social media, they have a lot of positive interactions. So Facebook and Instagram receive the most interactions as far as likes and comments go. Most of the positive comments are about people being excited for the upcoming menu. If they see a meal that they've cooked before, they'll post about how much they enjoyed it or recommend it to other people. And then negative interactions on those platforms are typically comments complaining about either the food freshness, maybe they didn't receive the right number of ingredients in the box, if the cooking process was too difficult, or if the delivery was unreliable. So the comments tended to skew more positive. But there was a pretty even split between the positive and negative interactions. As far as user-generated content, Instagram and Twitter generated a ton of this type of content from consumers. So people seem to really enjoy sharing pictures of the meals that they cooked, whether it was during the cooking process or after the cooking process, which is really beneficial for the company. And they would gladly tag HelloFresh in the posts or include HelloFresh in a hashtag, which made it a lot easier for other people to discover the post. So a lot of positive impact there.
So we wanted to do a deeper dive into these online reviews and these posts to find out what was driving the positive or negative engagement with HelloFresh's accounts. So first we did some market research. In doing so, we pulled 85-star based online reviews from Consumer Affairs, and we broke the reviews up based on 3 different topics. The first topic was cooking process, which we found to be statistically significant and led to an increase of an average of 1.1 stars from the baseline 2.6 star rating. Another topic we chose was delivery and reliability, which was marginally significant. Though it's marginally significant, we can see a rough outline of a potentially mild positive trend, but due to the coefficient of the slope, it is not high enough to reliably state if it is positive or not. Finally, food quality, with our last topic, had no statistical correlation with the reviews, which means that its rate, with mention of food quality, the rating would be similar to the intercept, the baseline intercept of 2.6 stars. And 2.6 stars is a pretty poor rating in our opinion. And so what we can take away from this is that we found that through this market research, food quality was a big point for our consumers and customers who are reviewing online. Next, we took a dive into their Instagram, and we pulled 80 Instagram posts and analyzed the like count on them as a measure of engagement. Similarly to our first regression for market research, we broke these posts up into 3 different categories. The first category is featured meal kits, which we found to be statistically significant and caused an increase of an average of 394 likes above the baseline of 836 likes. Additionally, um, we found pets to be statistically significant. However, what was surprising is that pets posting about pets would actually lead to less likes, more specifically 375 less likes than the baseline of 836, which typically, we found this surprising because pets typically are able to, gather a lot of social media engagement. So this was very surprising to us. Finally, the last topic we took a look at was events, and this was marginally significant with a negative coefficient, which means that posting about it would lead to less likes. So our takeaway from this is that the current following that HelloFresh US has on their Instagram account are heavily food focused, and posting about other topics like pets or events actually leads to a decrease in engagement. Another surprising point we found was, well, not surprising, but it was that considering their follower size, the average like count of 836 was quite low. So this means engagement was also quite low across the board. Next, we took a look at the comments on the Instagram posts, and we broke them up into the same three categories as we did for likes. However, the downside of this regression is that we did not have any statistically significant data. Featured meal kits was borderline statistically significant and would lead to an increase of around 6 comments above the baseline of 15, whereas pets and events were both topics with no statistical correlation to the intercept. Therefore, that means posting about pets or events would not increase engagement at all. Our takeaway from this is that it builds on what we learned from the regression concerning likes, and that is the followers are heavily food focused.
So based on this analysis, we came up with a target market for social media strategy. So we would like to target women between the ages of 25 to 40 years old, women who enjoy a busy lifestyle, have 1 to 2 kids, and do not have time to go to the grocery stores, and because they are also overwhelmed when planning and preparing dinner. So we believe this is an ideal target market for this social media strategy because they are avid social media users. They follow at least 1 to 2 food influencers. So food influencers that are popular with the target's demo includes, for example, Ali Eats or Rachel Ray, etc. This target also enjoy watching online cooking tutorials. They use social media when they seek help and recommendation. They also trust social media influencers, and they follow and engage with brands that they like, which is why they would be a great target market for HelloFresh if they create content on their platforms. So first, to increase awareness and build engagement, we came up with this post. So this post would be an advertisement for an Instagram TV and Facebook Live videos that HelloFresh could do monthly. So these videos would be in collaboration with food influencers who would do cooking tutorials using HelloFresh's current meals. And this would be a great way to raise awareness by leveraging the influencers community, as well as increasing engagement because there will be live events, and live events tend to perform really well. People love to ask questions to the influencers and the people on the videos, and they tend to also like and comment a lot and share a lot. And secondly, to improve the public relation image of the company, we created a post that is built upon the brand's philosophy that everyone should be able to cook great food for themselves, their friends, and their family. So this post would highlight the commitment of the brand to send free meal kits to food charities for every meal kit purchased. So we believe this post could be a great way to increase the likelihood of the brand to become viral, because this is an incentive for target customers to engage in a way that allows them to feel good about themselves. So people tend to share a lot and comment a lot on posts that will make them look good on social media. So if HelloFresh creates this whole social media strategy, we believe that they can increase their brand awareness as well as their engagement and also their likelihood to become viral. Thank you so much for watching our presentation.